to experience the story fully. Colin Patterson has been talking to Riz.
Very good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Roger Johnson and Louise Minchin.
Hello, good morning. Our headlines today: an expansion of the day, April the 5th. Good morning. Our top story: everyone in England will be offered 2 free rapid COVID tests each week from this Friday. That's under the government's plans to expand its testing programme.
The Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, says the additional tests will play a crucial role in curbing future outbreaks of the virus as life returns to normal. Our health correspondent Jim Reid reports.
Rapid.
Indeed.
It's nice to see a beach, isn't it?
Looked like a nice morning though, but no one there.
7 minutes past 7. Hairdressers and garden centres in Scotland can reopen from today in the latest easing of coronavirus restrictions.
Salons and barbers can welcome back customers with appointments only, although most non-essential shops will have to stay closed in Scotland for at least 3 more weeks. Here's our Scotland correspondent, James Shaw.
Between 16 and 25 in Britain have fallen to their lowest level since records began in 2012.
It's 7 past. Let's have a look at the weather for this morning. Carol is with us, and yesterday I was sitting in a garden in shirt sleeves. It was quite warm, the sun was nice and hot. Not for much longer.
Our airlines have been preparing. I know the Prime Minister is going to announce, we don't know what exactly today, but what is it is your priority that you need to hear from the travel industry point of view? To Edward Arger, who's Minister for Health, who may have some more, hopefully, answers on some of that for us as well.
We'll get some more reaction, though, to the proposed traffic light system and the government plans to introduce the so-called vaccine passports. It's 7:45. Let's catch up on a busy Easter weekend of sport. It's not over, is it? There's fixtures today as well, but you're looking back at last night, Jane, first of all.
Yeah.
It's 7:45. Let's catch up on a busy Easter weekend of sport. It's not over, is it? There's lockdown. 9 o'clock Monday morning next week is when my barbers reopens. But lucky folk, if you are in Scotland, you will finally today be able to get a haircut.
That's if you've got a booking. Hairdressers, garden centres and homeware shops will all be able to reopen in the latest easing of restrictions. Let's speak to our Scotland correspondent James Shaw, who's
overtime on the side.
3-year-old Quinn is a little girl who's taking on a really big challenge, all for a good cause that is close to her heart.
Yeah, Quinn wears a prosthetic leg and she's walking a mile every day in April to raise money for the hospital which has been looking after her and also help to look after her mum. She
decided to do the challenge after finding out that NHS nurses walk an average of 30 miles around the hospital every week. Let's have a look.
Free rapid COVID tests each week from this Friday under the government's plans to expand its testing programme.
The Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, says the additional tests will play a crucial role in curbing future outbreaks of the virus as life returns to normal.
Let's talk to our political correspondent, Helen Cat. Monday today, not Easter Sunday, as apparently I said.
Did you say it was Easter Sunday?
Yeah, they normally keep me in my box on a Sunday, so I just didn't know what day it was. Sorry, it is Monday.
I know it's Monday. Thank you for reminding me. As Helen mentioned, the next stage of the government's plan to ease lockdown measures in England from April the 12th is expected to be approved by Cabinet Ministers today. And our political correspondent Nick Eardley has more details on that. Carol, it's been snowing outside. It's now sunny outside, but snow in other places. Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you both very much.
After 2 weeks off, you need to remember.
Refocus.
Yeah. It's 8:33 now. Riz Ahmed has starred in some of the biggest films and TV shows of the last decade. But his most recent role sees him return to his roots in independent cinema.
In Sound of Metal, he plays Ruben, a heavy metal drummer who loses his hearing. It's received widespread critical acclaim, with Riz nominated for both a BAFTA and an Oscar for Best Actor.
The film will also be shown with subtitles to ensure that deaf audiences are able to experience the story fully. Colin Patterson has been chatting to Riz, who are coming into drumming, who are learning their craft. What's the advice that you give to them? Because obviously some parents will hear this and think, oh my goodness, you know, what damage might they be doing? So what are the protocols now to avoid that kind of damage being done?
Well, Carol, thank you very much.
Carol's just having a blast.
Thank you.
It's 9:10. 3-year-old Quinn is a little girl who is taking on a very, very big challenge, and it's all for a cause that's very close to her heart.
Quinn wears a prosthetic leg and is walking a mile every day in April to raise money for the hospital that's looking after her and also looked after her mum.
Yeah, she decided to do the challenge after finding out that NHS nurses work an average of 30 miles around the hospital every week. Have a look at this.
Which is just really something. Good luck to them all. 8:55. Now, many of us have been looking forward to taming our lockdown locks, and from today, people who live in Scotland will finally be able to get a haircut.
Yeah, hairdressers, garden centres, homeware shops will all be able to reopen in the latest easing of restrictions there.
Scotland correspondent James Shaw is at a hair salon, and I think, well, the planned traffic light scheme will affect where people can go on holiday if they want to avoid having to quarantine.
Yes, our reporter Guy Hedgecoe's in Valencia, in Spain, popular holiday destination.
I just like seeing the beach, to be honest with you. And we'll be back in a moment. First, a last brief look at the headlines wherever you happen to be watching us.